Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Major Savannas, and thank you for checking out today's video. I know I'm in a small square right now. I'm going to make myself bigger, but I wanted to show you my background real quick on my desktop, because that's what you are looking at. That's also a reminder to go check out all the videos and everything that's going on over on the Mazer side of things, because as you can tell, it's a 25 days of Mazer. So, check that out. Just a quick little plug. Okay, so we're talking about CWL Vegas, which is going to be happening this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the kickoff event for the Black Ops 4 season. So I figured we would go over all the teams, kind of talk about them real quick, my predictions on pools, and also my predictions on just who's going to win it. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, there we go. I made this badass little sheet on Excel. So we can take a look at it. Alright, so here's the teams, and these guys, as you can tell by the title of this category, that this is the 2018 CWL Playoff Season 2. I'm not exactly sure entirely what that means, because there's 7 of them. I got this straight off of the COD Wiki page, too, so I don't know. But we can still go through it. So here we go. In alphabetical order, we have 100 Thieves. That is Kenny, Pharaoh, Octane, Slasher, and Enable. This is just insane. This roster is absolutely crazy. It's already considered one of the top tier. You've got 3 people from TK, which was the best, if not the second best, favorite team of entire last year, with Kenny, Pharaoh, and Octane. No, why did I say that? Kenny, Pharaoh, and Enable. And then you get the 2 best ARs from last season. Bro, come on. So you can already see why the people are saying this is one of the best teams. This is probably... Well, we'll get to that. I love this team, though. I absolutely love this team. Luminosity Gaming, which has Formal still. Who else was it? John still, Slacked still, and they pick up Gunless and Classic. Gunless is just an animal. Classic is smart as shit, and he's very underrated, so I think that rounds out this team super well. I really hope successful Formal. He's just been one of my favorite players since he played Halo. Yeah. FaZe Clan, never count these guys out. The squad stays the same with Zuma attached, replays, and preset, but they add methods, which I think is a brilliant pickup for them. He's a great AR, probably 3rd best last season, and that just adds to the meta because they needed another AR anyway, so that team's awesome. Okay, so Team Envy was actually, they dropped everybody but Hook. As you can tell, Hook is still on the team, and they acquired the 2018 COD Champs team, which used to be Evil Geniuses. Now it's Aches, Apathy, Assault, and Silly. That is a badass team. I love Silly. He's also been one of my favorite players. Aches makes it entertaining. Apathy is an animal. It's just, I think this team is super good too. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun year. Alright, Red Reserve, another team that stayed the same, but they picked up a very key player, so their teams could stay consistent with Joe, Rated, Zero, and Scraps. They picked up Bance, which every one of those people on that team has experience with Bance. I think, does Scraps? I don't know if Scraps does or not. But, regardless, that's an old Sply squad. They had a ton of success. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Going into E United next, that's my favorite team because Clay, he's on there. So they stay with Arcides, Prestini, Clayster. They pick up Abizi, which I don't know too much about. After watching them scrim and everything, I actually think he fits the team really well. And then J-Cap, which is just, I mean, he's a COD father. So he's got the absolute smarts. I think that this, I'm not going to say that the team needed, but it definitely adds to it. And the last one from this section is Team Reciprocity. I'm surprised I said that right. But this team is, oh man, what were they called? Oh shit, dude, I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, this was another team that stayed pretty solid, that actually gave every other team a run for their money last season. Man, I cannot remember what they were called. Oh well, I'm sure I threw a correction on the screen. But this consists of Wuskins, Tommy, Zed, Shawnee, and Dins. This team is going to be so awesome because Dins is from Australia, the APAC region, and everybody has always said that he is a badass and he needed to be on a better team. So here's his chance. Shawnee, Zed, they pick up Tommy. That's so awesome. And Wuskins is actually, he was, I think, Rookie of the Year. I think they gave him that title last year. So that's absolutely phenomenal. But that's not all the teams. Okay, so this is World War II Pro Points. So we have Evil Geniuses, which is a completely new roster. Gunjar Royalty, Fellow, which was a United. Saints, I can't remember what he was from, an Exotic. I have not followed any of these people except for Saints and Fellow. Of course, Fellow was on United, so I followed that. Saints, I mean, I don't know what to expect from this team at all. I honestly considered the talent that's up there. I don't think we're gonna get into it. The next one is G2 Esports, their first time playing COD, or I think it's their second time in the COD realm. I'm not sure. But they have a pretty interesting team. Blast, Ricky, Chino, Decimate. I like Decimate a lot. Cinto is smart as shit. Chino was, I think he had MVP one season, or one tournament. And then Ricky is smart, super good S&D player. Blast, I can't remember too much about, honestly. Okay, next is Lightning Pandas. They go back to the EU. This is where Mad Cat lands. He plays with Josh, Dave, Alex, and Petey. This is kind of just the scraps of this is the kind of the fallen to the wayside players of the EU scene. So, I mean, you have a lot of talent on that team. It's hard to tell what's going to happen, but Optic. What can you say about Optic? I think this is everybody's favorite going into it. I think it's not that easily said and done, and of course we'll get into that in a minute. But the team stays with Scump, Crim 6. They re-pick up Karma, and they add 2 new young guns with Dashy and TJ Haley, and this team is going to be fucking fierce. I'm just not even going to sugarcoat it. This team is going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, Splice has all new roster with the exception of one. They kept their, I guess he was, no, Bance was captain. Anyways, they kept Jerd, which that's a good choice because he's a badass. They pick up some really talented players too. Accuracy, Looney, Aqua, and Temp. Accuracy was phenomenal. He was on that TK team. Looney was on the other team that was considered best, so I don't know. Aqua kind of fell off, I think, and Temp is overrated, but that's all right. So that's those teams, and then there are a bunch of teams in the open bracket. Of course, it's a big tournament format, but there are 4 that I wanted to make mention of, and those are these guys right here. Where can I put? There we go. Okay, so with this one we have E6. They always are like not quite to that top 12 level, but they always hang around, and that team is led by General, but they also pick up somebody that I think is insane and is crazy to think of. One of the best players in Halo decides to stop playing Halo to come play COD. That is insane. His name is Frosty. If I recall, he's an insane sniper, so I'm super excited to see them. That's why I got him on this list. The next one is Accelerate Gaming. These guys are actually pretty badass too. I can't remember what places they've been placing in the 2Ks leading up to this event, but I do know they've knocked out some pretty credible teams, one including FaZe. So that's pretty nuts. Plus, you see these names hover around, again, the top 16 anyways. The next team is Straight Rippin'. This is also another team that's been relatively good in the 2Ks. I think they either won or got second in the last 2K. Oh, I skipped one, didn't I? That's all right. We're going with Straight Rippin'. That's what I said. Let's see. Spacely's been around the scene forever. Nagafin, Havoc, Mox, Major Maniac's the only one I'm not super familiar with, but you know that's a lot of talent on the team. Okay, let's go back up one. Raised by Kings. This is Killa's team. Some of these names actually, the only one on this team I don't know is Supreme Agility. So I mean, we know Killa. He's still reaching for it. Legal, TSM, and Twiz. Twiz actually has a COD champs under his belt, kind of. The very, very first one, COD XP with Optic. I believe it was Twizzini that was on it. Anyways, they're doing good in 2K, so we had to throw them on this list. Again, the very last one, and this is absolutely mind-blowing to me. We just announced this roster a couple days ago, and I am excited. So, Mazer Gaming, baby. We are going into this tournament. We made it. We actually have, I want to say, top seed, and I'm not even kidding with that. If not, it's really high up there. So, some of these guys I don't know, and then there's 2 that I know a lot. So we've had the guy on the very bottom of the list, Zaptius. I can't remember how to say his name, but this guy is absolutely crazy. I've watched him in tournaments. He's a badass. He's really good. And then Teddy Rex is a name that if you follow kind of that top 16 to 32 range, Teddy Rex has been there, baby. And he's on our team. I know that when this team was announced, people were throwing really good things at the rest of the guys, Apox, Rambly, and Super, especially Rambly. So I'm super excited for this team. It's so crazy. I'm repping this squad going into the CWL. So those are the teams that these are the teams that are going to be competing. There we go. Okay, so Pool A, 100 Thieves, E United, and Team Reciprocity. So my favorite team is E United. My second favorite team is probably 100 Thieves. So this sucks for me, and reciprocity, again, is some EU phenomenons. This is going to be an absolutely tough bracket. Now, I did go ahead and give guesses to what these are going to be, what the results are going to be. 100 Thieves, I think, is not going to drop a map. United, if I'm being realistic, I think is going to drop a map to 100 Thieves. Reciprocity is not going to win against United and 100 Thieves, but they will take over. Actually, how did I get 3? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess it's best out of 4. So I messed all these numbers up. But anyways, you can tell, I think 100 Thieves is going to make it out without a doubt. United's going to make it out without a doubt. Reciprocity is going to be about the middle of the group. And then the other 2 teams, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about you. Let's get rid of these. So the next one we've got here is Pool B, Luminosity Gaming, Red Reserve, and Evil Geniuses. I don't think Evil Geniuses is going to do anything at all. I think they're going to struggle. I honestly think I could see them dropping a match to one of the to-be-determined teams. They're not going to win against Red Reserve. I don't even know if Luminosity is going to win against Red Reserve, so I might put Red Reserve. Oh, I did put Red Reserve at the top. And then Luminosity Gaming. I think that one is super clear, but the to-be-determined, this is where you want to land, in my opinion. Absolutely where you want to land. Okay, so here's what we've got for the next one. FaZe Clan, FaZe Clan, Team Envy, Lightning Pandas. Lightning Pandas, I think, are just going to shit the bed. You can see that I've got a 1 right there. I think they're going to shit the bed. I think Envy and FaZe Clan are pretty damn close. I want to say, if I had to pick between the two, who's going to top the other, I'm going to go with Envy just because they are reigning champs, and I just like them better. So I think those 2 are the top 2 to come out, though, without a doubt, to the championship bracket. Splice, Optic, and G2. Again, the to-be-determined, this might be a decent one you want to come into, just because I think Splice is weak as shit. No offense, because they could destroy me, but we're not talking about me. Optic Gaming's not going to lose a single map. I don't think so. So they're definitely going to make it out. G2, I think, is actually pretty damn good, so I'm putting money on G2. Again, if you are a to-be-determined team, I think this is where you want to fall, those 2. So that's the pools. Now here, I thought we would do something fun. Oh, that works. Okay, so we're going to do a bracket. Now, this is super huge guessing. It's not even going to fall close to this, but I just had fun. This is just fun. So we've got the bracket here with the winners finals, semifinals for the losers finals, and then the grand finals. So the first into the winners final, I think, is going to be 100 Thieves and Optic Gaming. If the bracket lines out right, of course I know. But I do think that these 2 teams deserve to be in the winners finals. I think most people have their money on this map. I would say, betting man, I think that 100 Thieves is going to drop. But it's going to be super close. I really think this is going to be super close. So we've got why do I keep saying United? 100 Thieves going down to losers finals, and Optic going to grand finals. 3-2. The next one we got loser semi. United, I just think actually is super talented. I'm not saying that because it is my favorite team, but I really do think that they are a super talented team. FaZe Clan, I think that they're going to be able to edge out somehow. They make a good losers bracket run. Something's going to happen, and FaZe is going to end up in the semifinals. Now, United's going to win. I really think United's going to win. Again, it's not because I'm biased at all. I honestly think that they have a really good team, a really good shot. So that gives us losers finals of 100 Thieves and United, and I think the way that's going to break down is... See, I told you I'm not biased. I think 100 Thieves is going to get the job done pretty easily, and that will bring a grand finals of Optic 100 Thieves, and I think everybody wants to see this. It's... the owner of 100 Thieves versus his old team. There's drama there. It's exciting. And this is what I think the winner is going to be. Pretty cut and dry. I think Optic is just an absolute force. I think after Optic plays 100 Thieves in the tournament earlier, they're gonna take it. They're absolutely gonna take it. I think 100 Thieves is probably going to take Search off of Optic, even though they do have Dashy and TJ. Yeah, they're good Search players, but I think Optic's going to walk away with it. Now, before I end this video, because this is a super long video, before I end this video, I want to go ahead and say, what about Mazer? How are they going to do? Because this is my team. I don't own it, but I'm a part of this org. Super proud to be part of this org. And they've got a super good team. How do I think they do? Now, let me go ahead and, again, preface this with a couple things. Number one, I think their team is really good. Really good. Number two, I think there are a lot of pro teams that are not good at all. And I think that, in all honesty, no biased bullshit, in all honesty, I think Mazer could take, fail, I think that they could take top 8. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. I should have done 1 through 8, but I did not. The fact that Mazer's up in top 8 would make them all pros, so that's crazy, and we would legit have a CWL pro team. That's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. So that's what I've got. That's my predictions. Give a thumbs up on this video. If you liked it, if you're excited for CWL Vegas, CWL in general, Black Ops 4 competitive, I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic year. It's just going to be insane. Comment down below letting me know what you think, because I'm sure your opinion differs greatly from mine. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to shit the bed? And where do you think Mazer is going to place? Yeah, I'm not wrong on that one, but that's okay. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Again, go check out... Shit. Fails all over the place. Go check out what Mazer's doing with their 25 days of Mazer. And that, my guys, is it. Yes. So, until next time, as always, peace, love, and positivity. I'll check you later.